Michael Shipp from Henry, Illinois. Currently reside in Mayville, Wisconsin. I fight for Third Heavens Martial Arts in Beaver Dam, Wisconsin. I couldn't be more pumped about going back to Catfish Bank Casino again. We ain't holding nothing back this time. When Cage Aggression invades the Catfish Bank Casino again, it is gonna be the biggest party of the summer. Aaron Mitchell, he's got a really strong karate style and he's a great counter striker. He strikes fast and he strikes hard. From what I hear, he's very confident that he can make me quit. Never been finished in a fight, especially not any of my pro fights.
Aaron Mitchell. I currently train at Elite Boxing and Top Notch MMA. Cage Aggression gave me the opportunity to display my talents. It takes a big man to hop in the cage. There's not too many people that can do it. There's no fighters out like me. I'm not even in my prime yet, but people can't even contend with me.
If he thinks he's just gonna put me away that easy, he's gonna be in for a rude awakening. I'm not the same fighter as the fight before.
I just don't think he's on that level right now. I don't think he can contend with me.
I always show up ready for it.
I make people into highlight reels. Can't nobody contend with me.
Battleship was built for one thing, and that's war.
Right now I'm not even in my prime, but I promise you I'm gonna shine. It's my time right now.
You're gonna see something you've not seen before.
I can't let him get any clout. He's in my way. I gotta do whatever I gotta do by any means necessary.
I got a few surprises for Aaron.
August 23rd, I'm coming for that crown, and I'm coming to knock your head off the shoulders. It's my time now.
I am coming for a war. I am bringing a war. And believe me when I say, you are not gonna want to miss this.
I was right here cage side watching it on my phone. Technology, it's my boy. It's 2000. Well, it was, what was that, last year? 2018? Yeah, 2018. I can do stuff like that. Yeah. Mike Shipp, man. I've doubted this guy for a long time, and I'm tired of doubting him.
And
I'm tired of it.
You know what? And this time, and I talked about it. I've talked about. Obviously, I'm such a nerd for fights. I talk about this fight outside of podcasts with Pearled Up. I've talked about this fight outside of being here tonight and outside of, a few other people, but, someone involved in this organization. I've literally talked about this fight because I'm excited for it, but I'm excited to see how Michael Shipp continues to sink these other ships, man.
That's exactly what he's doing.
He's in battle. He's in battle. And he comes to fight every single time, whether he's outclassed, but his heart is never, and his fight is never. And he's on a win fight, and he's on a win streak. I know Aaron Mitchell. Once again, as a fight nerd, I paid attention to his career, and I believe he's 4-1. Very exciting fighter. So I think he has great offensive power tonight. We're going to find out how Shipp battles him. Here we go, though. We got Michael Shipp. Trying to see who he's got in his corner. Nobody that we might not know, but I mean that means nothing.
He's always a game fighter.
Always prepared. I mean, the guy used to weigh a bunch more, man. His work ethic obviously shows. His heart shows. You give this guy the right camp with the right skill set around him to blossom and sharpen his tools. I mean, he's a top level
sky's
fighter.
The limit for him.
You can't ignore what he's doing.
You can't. I think I ignored it for probably 3 or 4 fights that I ever watched him fight, and I was like, ooh, look at who he's matched up against. Ooh, look what he's matched up against. And
Continuously
whoops him.
Sinking ship.
Whoops him. Sinking ship. Not even decisions. Finishes.
Breaking people.
He's just got to
Grinding
wait.
them out.
Yeah, he's got to wait. He must hit like a freight train. He just must be stronger than hell.
We got our man Dom here, who we would give him credit where credit's due. He went up in a weight class to go fight him, to go put on a show. And as skilled as Dom is, Michael Shipp found his way to come out on top of that one. And Dom is especially early, Dom's a very aggressive person. When I watched that was one fight that I said, oh man, this little shit's gonna get champ and Cage Aggression before me. and Shipp came out on top because of his heart.
So Dom, I mean, with all due respect,
very resilient man.
We'll talk about this later.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is our co-main event of the evening, scheduled for 3 5-minute rounds in the Caged Aggression Professional Lightweight Division. Introducing first, fighting out of the red corner. He stands 6 feet 2 inches tall and weighed in at 153 pounds. He trains with the Elite Boxing Academy. Joining us from Mason City, Iowa, Aaron the Messiah Mitchell. And his opponent, fighting out of the blue corner. He stands 6 feet tall and weighed in at 154 pounds. He trains at Third Heaven Martial Arts and is sponsored by Frawley Rentals, River Valley Motors, Hearth Roofing and Construction, Mr. Dean and the Man Upstairs, Bucky's Hangout, Lucius Painting and Remodeling, Sisler's Ice, Say Uncle Photography, and Jam Screen Printing and Embroidery. Joining us from Mayville, Wisconsin, Michael Battle Shipp.
Here we go with our co-main event of the night here at once again. Every time I say it.
That's a quarter century, baby.
Man, Mike is putting in work.
Here we go.
I'm excited. Battleship to work right away. Movement.
Extremely aggressive.
Pressure, good split there.
Nice high flying stuff there by Aaron Mitchell.
Here's where the athleticism is going to kick in for Aaron.
They both got this 50-50 body lock here. I mean, I
think
I'm
Shipp's a
curious
little
to see
too
what's
high.
going to happen here. Well, both of them really. I mean, they don't really have a choice. They're chest to chest right now.
Wants to battle for
digging
that.
for the double under.
Yeah.
Somebody's got to get a lower base right here, a lower center of gravity.
I think whoever has the lower head right now, whoever has the lowest head right now will win the battle.
Yep, and that's Aaron Mitchell right now. Yep. You see what's happening.
If I was Mike, I'd like to lower my forehead and lift his chin up.
Yeah, and
bring it up to my level.
jack that left underhook up.
Yes, sir. Exactly. He's battling. Aaron could trip him right here with that foot being on the inside. I don't. But maybe the space between the hips right there. Watch for the big explosion here.
Oh, here it goes. Boom, nice slam there by Mitchell. Great job, right into side control. And he's got his right hip low there, and he's crawling out there. Great job by Aaron Mitchell.
And once again, this is a pro level fight, ladies and gentlemen. So they both can throw elbow strikes to downed opponent and stand opponents.
Yeah, and
to the head.
And unlike amateur fights, this fight is a minute and a half in, and there's still 3.5 minutes left.
Yeah. So it goes from 3 minutes amateur to 5 minutes as a pro. They're going 3 5-minute rounds.
Yep, Mitchell on top here. He's got plenty of time to utilize his weight and his leverage against Michael Shipp and try to get him tired. You know?
Shipp's doing a good job of working back to 50-50, trying to get his legs back in there to go to guard. I mean, Aaron's doing a fantastic job.
He's just securing that position so well.
Very well.
Digging his forearms into his chin.
Making it a rough night.
Yeah, exactly. Just making it a rough night and making it uncomfortable for Shipp to be in that position. If he can force him into a compromisable position, you know, he can get a submission from that. And that's exactly what he's doing. Not a good position for Mike to be in here. He really needs, on that left side, he needs to pop and get an underhook instead of an overhook like he's got right now. But, man, Mitchell is just all over him. Got his side up against the cage. There's nothing really Shipp can do at this point.
Oh, and he trapped his right arm in by sliding it under like that, unless he was escaping the back. Oh, there he goes with the shrimp.
Got a nice little half guard in, but
if I was
still got to get that left underhook on the left side.
He does, and he really needs to use that cage. That left underhook, drive it across his belly button, come up with the underhook, and to really just start posting on that right hand and getting to you. And Mitchell's just doing a great job just maintaining position, keeping dominance, staying busy.
Really dishing out a lot of damage. And, you know, they might not have a lot of mustard on these punches, but, man, you know, 100 of these little baby punches, they're going to add up.
Yeah.
Good elbow, and those are totally legal. You know, he's got his face turned towards him. He's batting his ear there.
I see Shipp trying to scoot his hips out the back as well. Maybe try to walk around. He's keeping that right leg locked down.
Yeah, but his upper body is still so
that left arm. That left arm.
Yeah, he's got that seatbelt.
Now, when that space is created, he needs to tear that other hand off and slide that left arm through. We also know it's easier said than done.
We really don't know the physical strength of Aaron Mitchell, but I mean, by the looks of him, I'm sure he's stronger than hell.
Definitely, but the technique level rises, especially being co-main event. Now it's pro level fighting, and you might see the fight slow down a little bit because these fighters fight a little bit more methodical, understanding that they have 5 minutes instead of 3 minutes.
30 seconds left here in the first round, and I mean, so far this is all Mitchell, and he's doing a great job of raining down some nasty punches and elbows. But not a lot of it is landing.
Some not. And then here we go with Shipp right here because Mike will catch you in a submission.
Yeah,
I like
he's
how
got the full guard
keeping
back.
that foot locked. He needs to try to create space and pull that left leg through. There goes the 10-second marker right there. If I was Aaron, I would continue to stay busy right here.
Yeah, why not?
Secure this round.
Reckless abandon at this point. He's in 10 seconds left. You got to let him fly. Great first rounder.
For me, what was more impressive was Mitchell's ability to secure the position on the ground and continue his strikes. I've known him to be so much more of a stand-up fighter compared to a ground fighter, but he did a great job there. Let's see how much heart Shipp's going to dig out, you know what I mean?
Yeah, the maintained control there in that round is a huge factor. Definitely see that reflected on the judges' scorecards later.
Yeah, I mean, you know, does his strength build, champ? I mean, you went up and to fight him, so I mean, you would think that he would be stronger, but did his strength build later in that fight as your guys' fight went on, or?
He rolls with the tide really well. You know, he feels the tempo of the fight. As you could see there in that first round, he felt himself in trouble on his back. He did what he had to do to survive, and look for him to come out with that same tenacity he started round one with. He's going to come out, fight hard, fight fast. He's going to try to secure the takedown himself, maintain control, hopefully do some damage of his own here in the second round.
Yeah, we've already seen a comeback fight tonight due to heart. So with Hannum and Curtis Ellis. So
yeah, that's something the Battleship's got plenty of his heart.
Yep. He's definitely not going to slow down.
There you go.
There goes the offense. That's straight left. I believe that cut his right eye. He needs to stop leaning, Shipp, because that kick's going to come. And he might be backing up to create the space. But he's doing a good job.
Stay on the outside, Aaron. Outside.
And that eye's looking pretty swollen up right now.
For Shipp, you know, he's got his hips in front of his shoulders, which really isn't a good thing because he's, you know, when you're stacked odd like that, you don't have power with your kicks or with your punches because your body mechanics don't work at.
Yeah.
He really needs to get his shoulders forward and put his head into this fight.
Yeah, definitely.
Throw some punches with some ferocity.
Yeah, and a lot less power on him. I sometimes feel like it's important to take down the power and up the amount of punches.
Here goes Aaron Mitchell with the huge slam. Moves him all the way across the cage to his corner.
Hughes-esque.
Oh, yeah.
That's good awareness. He's definitely had somebody up before.
And there's the pass.
Push him down.
And there's the pass.
He's working for it.
Yep.
Doesn't quite have it yet, but I'm sure
he's doing a good job battling for it. Once again, right arm under. He needs that right arm. He needs an underhook for that right arm.
Yeah, he's got it backwards here. This is something that his cornerman should really be able to look at and
who's leaking like that?
Recognize.
Is that Mitchell's got a lot of blood on his forehead. I don't know if that is from the eye of
Yeah, I'm not sure.
The eye of Shipp, or if
I think it's just from the pressure on the face.
Okay, and the blood
spewing.
Nice.
Good posture here. He's got some space created here.
A little under 3 minutes left here in the second round.
Blood all over the gloves of Aaron Mitchell.
Good wrist control by Shipp.
Looking for that mount, and he's pulling it through. There he got.
And good little sweep here from Mike Shipp
to turn the tides, man. He's got half of this whole round left, so this is where Shipp
we are literally hitting the halfway point of this fight right now.
Needs to show some urgency.
Mike Shipp just turned the tides right here.
If I was him, I would keep his back off of that cage. Don't let him sweep.
Yeah, he needs to keep his hips close.
Pass right here, shut that leg down.
He's trying to use that hip heist right there.
He needs to smash that leg down and really work for a pass now.
And he's got the triangle. He's trying to shove his
up. He's trying to sit back.
I understand his defense, but I don't.
He can.
Oh, very nice, and he's out.
Great. But now
Aaron
Mitchell's
Mitchell,
got the better position.
Very active, very active. If I was Mitchell, I would pull his back out, and he has a. It would be like a pressure choke from that north-south position.
Shipp's really got to get his back to the mat here, and now he does.
That right arm,
he's got
going back to guard, and Mitchell just being nice and calm, securing the position. The hands over top on holding his head down isn't doing a good job, or isn't effective right now. I would like to see feet on the hips, left or right underhook, elbow. Oh.
Good. Miss a little bit.
I love the action being right in front of us, don't you?
Yeah, it's the best. Shipp was able to recognize that, and he's jumping up for a triangle.
And he's throwing those legs up with too much space. Way too much space.
Yeah, didn't throw his hips up as well.
That reach, you'd want to slide that arm through the inside, not the outside.
.45 seconds left in this round, and Mitchell is really taking control of this round after that short stint by Shipp. Gotta watch the elbows to the back of the head there. That was dangerous. And he's not fighting the hands or anything. This could be it for Mike Shipp.
Bruce has got his eyes on there. Hopefully, watching him closely. The arm's in. He needs to get the arm out. I've never seen a rear naked.
Yeah, that's like a.
There we go, sir.
Now he's got to
lean back.
10 seconds,
but he's got his chin tucked
10
there
seconds. He
well,
does. He's got to fight.
10
Shipp's
seconds.
aware of that too.
Shipp is very aware.
If he can.
Shipp's very aware, and him burning his arms out.
Shipp's face is pretty battered here. It looks like he's got a cut under both of his eyes. He's got a third round. I think this is a give it all you got type of round for Mike Shipp.
Gotta be. Absolutely. Gotta be one of those rounds that you go out there knowing no matter what, no matter where, you gotta get it done.
He's got 5 seconds. He's got 5 minutes of hell left in him. He's got to give it all.
See the corners exit the ring now, getting ready for round 3, third and final round of the fight.
Yeah, so last 5 minutes. Time for the Messiah to pay homage. And if you don't know what I'm talking about,
pay homage.
My man Mitchell has got Messiah on the front of his trunks and then pay homage on the sides. Paying homage tonight. He's doing a great damn job.
And they look in fantastic shape. Both of them do. I expect Aaron to come out and do the same thing. He's gonna be able to set his punches up a little bit better right now, obviously, from his dominance on the ground. So watch that straight left.
And there it is.
On cue.
You called that out, didn't you?
His corner is calling for him to throw something behind it. Let's see if he can add it on.
Yeah, if he fakes that left straight and then goes a head kick, that might help. I'd go left straight, fake left straight, head kick. But Shipp's going to continue to close distance. But with that one single strike like that, it's too much open. He's throwing one strike and committing to it so much. Aaron's able to counter.
And the thing about that too is that side kick. That's a defensive. That's a defensive strike. You know, you're creating distance. You're gauging distance with a side kick like that. You're not doing damage, and that's what he needs to do right now.
Right now, we need 2 threes.
Offense.
We need 2 threes inside leg kicks because those legs are very long. Liver kicks. He's right-handed right now, so his right hand is the kryptonite.
Yeah, it's his moneymaker.
I mean, the knee is a great idea, but his head isn't lowering level enough. You know what I mean? And so I see exactly what you mean. But this is one of them fights right now where I believe Michael Shipp is learning a lot about what he is needing to pick up on.
Yeah.
Heart can get you so far. What they say, was that a slip or a drop?
Yeah, it looked like a slip.
He's looking at that angle. Oh, he's looking at the ankle. Here we go. Very nice to sit forward like that instead of falling backwards.
Put pressure on top of that ankle and just took it out of the equation right there.
Dom, you're a Jits guy. I mean, what do you feel that he needs maybe dive under for that leg a little bit more?
No, you guys been calling it all night. I mean, you need to get his underhook, start working to his side. He's laying too much on his back. Nothing gets done off your back flat. You know, when you're flat, you're being controlled. You got to turn up under your side, look for your hands to fight his hands, your feet to fight his feet. You know, like right here, he needs to wind up, swing, try to get his legs around his legs.
That left underhook, man. That left overhook is so overrated. That underhook is where you need to be, man. Like,
yes,
Mike,
exactly.
As Milicic used to preach, underhook or die.
Man, and I learned it from Junior. So, I mean, it's pounded in my head. Underhook, underhook, underhook. That overhook.
You shouldn't be okay with being content with having that overhook.
No, and all that overhook is doing is stopping his posturing. But once again. Good way to good. I mean, you know, I don't mean to sit here and continue to be rough on him while he's getting his butt whooped. He's doing a fantastic job, but he's just. There's a few little tweaks in there, Zach and Dom, that he could do that would help. That would change this whole fight. You know what I mean? There's the sweep, and this is his heart that's helping him right here. It ain't over for Mike Shipp.
No sir. Got 2 minutes left. There's still a lot of time for him to do a lot of work. You know, and to touch on what you guys were saying, a lot of those little details that you see Shipp missing, but Aaron is capitalizing on. That's the difference between being the best guy in the room and being a guy in the room that's still working off the best people in the room.
Still learning,
when you're the best guy in the room, it's hard because you have no ceiling in your gym. You know, you are the ceiling. You're as good as it can get. So maybe it might be time if Aaron or if Michael Shipp wants to take this to the next level, start fighting co-main, main event fights. Keep working up.
And invest in yourself. Travel for some training.
Yeah, for sure.
I love everybody in the QC.
I mean, he's
love
from
every single one of these
Wisconsin. I mean,
people,
what keeps him from going to Pura Vida or keeps him from going to Rufus?
Well, you know how it goes. If it's broke, don't fix it. Or if it's not broke, don't fix it.
Right.
So maybe in his eyes. Oh my goodness. Good job by Aaron Mitchell to get his back to the mat.
Exactly.
This is that relentless.
He's giving up positions, but now you see what happens.
Oh! It's a battle over and over.
Yeah, he perseveres here. "35 seconds left here in this fight, and man, it's the first 2 rounds was all Mitchell, but this is a toss-up here.
It really is.
I think Shipp is doing really well this 3rd round, but. 2 rounds behind, that's not going to get you anywhere.
He's
still
got,
gets you a 20.
For sure. He's got enough cardio, got enough heart, got enough, grind in him left to once again use those few little tools that he needs, or little tweaks in his game that would help him with this fight.
Coming down with these last couple seconds, it looks to be Mitchell that's going to take away with this fight.
Good job, Aaron Mitchell.
And man, what a great fight by Mitchell.
Yes.
Man, he looked excellent.
Dominance, way to show the control of the whole fight. land the takedown early.
But at the same time, great on Michael Shipp, man. He never tired time.
I love it, man.
I mean, he showed a great display of heart.
Man, and great sportsmanship.
You can't be mad at a fight like that.
He don't look
this
tired.
looks fantastic.
He don't look tired. He did a good job. I mean,
Ladies and gentlemen, we go to the judges' scorecard for our decision. Our judges scored this contest 30-26, 29-27, and 30-27, declaring your winner by unanimous decision, Aaron the Messiah Mitchell.
fantastic victory. Fantastic learning lesson. I hope both these fighters learn from this bout and grow from it. I'm anxious to see them get back.
All right, folks. I'm here with your winner for tonight, Aaron the Messiah Mitchell. Aaron came in against a very tough, seemingly unstoppable opponent. Grinded out a nice victory here tonight in the unanimous decision. Tell us, man, what's going through your mind and how does that feel?
Right now, I'm just happy that my sponsors, TC Mays, came out. Dice Professional Softball came out, came show love. And thank you for all the fans coming out and showing support. Thank you, Mike Shipp, for having a hard fight. I heard if he had beat me, he was going to be the title contender. So let's have me come back next fight and run it again, see who my next opponent is.
Well, look, like I said, I know it was a tough fight. Very, very tough to put him away. Looked like you guys had a little bit of a conversation there later on in the third round, man. What was the exchange?
Oh, it was just a nice, friendly conversation. Just told me to keep up the good work in the middle of the fight, and that's what I did. Kept up the good work. But thank you, God Almighty. Thank my mom and my parents for having me. And thank you to my sponsors, Fourth Down Management. And thank you to Elite Boxing and my coaches and my teammates for coming out. Really appreciate it.
Well, look, you're a very electrifying young man. We definitely look forward to seeing what you have to offer in the cage moving forward. Ladies and gentlemen, one more time for your winner here tonight, Aaron the Messiah Mitchell.